like bird. I love my but I ain't them nerd like I get a like yeah.
That's how I know it's a hit, because Jay White just produced.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here are the starters for Houston. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. And for the Pacers, we've got Pascal Siakam. And it's Hayward in at center. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
And it's the Pacers to start out. Here's Halliburton. He really had an off game against the Bulls. Pass to Siakam. Shoots over Thompson. Siakam gets the bucket.
Yeah, working the play to perfection. Siakam comes off the screen free to fire a shot.
Here's Thompson. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
That free throw's good from Thompson. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Both free throws good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, level athleticism. He has a high-level feel for the game.
Pass to Halliburton. And he banks in the layup.
He's just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Green. 27 points his last game. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And the basket is good.
The defense had the right idea, but Green just refused to be denied. Outworking good defense.
Here's Hayward. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the heart. Incredible.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Hayward, no good on the free throw. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled. Yeah, there's no shortage of flash in Smith's game. He's working to improve his handles this summer. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Hayward, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Şengün. Indiana shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
For the Pacers, Hayward, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. Landale's checked in for the Rockets. And the second free throw is good. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Last time they met was in Houston.
Yeah, they barely got by this team in the last meeting. Rebounding was the big factor.
That was the definitive difference. I mean, it came down to the final seconds, but the tough work on the glass they did carried the day.
Pass to Siakam. Back to McConnell. To the middle. Here's Hayward. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Hayward's got 5.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Three-pointer, Brooks drills it from deep.
Good to see Brooks connecting from three-point land because it helps open up everything else for him and his team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
McConnell against VanVleet. Hayward. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Hayward's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Timeout called. Houston. Well, Grant, we've just passed the All-Star break. What does the focus turn into for these teams now?
You know, B.A., when the All-Star break is in the rear view, you know it's go time. This is the time of year when you have to give it your all.
Making some changes. Adams checked in for Landale. Eason comes in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Green. Here's VanVleet. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Smith. Now here's Adams. Turner covers. Shot clock at 6. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, what physicality from Adams down low. Brushing off the contact and getting the easy bucket.
Here's McConnell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Inside, here's Easton. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his third assist of the night.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute. Uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Smith. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. Taking a look at Indiana. 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note.
Checking out Indiana. It really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now here's McConnell. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
Good shot selection is often the result of great execution.
Outside Whitmore. Shots blocked. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Houston has possession. Nimhard with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. Pass to Turner. Over Adams. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
At 6'11" and 255 pounds, Turner is a load. Very hard trying to guard him inside.
Turner against Adams. Over Turner. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Adams has got his second basket.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Here's McConnell, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And there's the foul against Houston. First trip to the line for him here.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for McConnell. Indiana making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. Landale's checked in for the Rockets. Holiday comes in for Fred VanVleet. And so McConnell nails them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Eason. Holiday surveying the floor. Thompson gets a good look. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Halliburton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Halliburton. There's 6 seconds left in the first. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's Houston up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
They've got T.J. McConnell. He's out there with Halliburton. And it's Hayward in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
The guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal.
Green finds Eason. Oh, Siakam with the block. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Maybe, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. B.A.?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Smith, he's checked in for Eason.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Rockets trail by 3. Outside, Green. Here's Smith. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And the third pick in 2022, Jabari Smith Jr. He struggled at times in his rookie season. But Clark, he's making some major strides now.
You know, B.A., you've heard me and others say this, but every player runs their own race. Everybody's development journey is their own, to own and to run. Sometimes it just takes a little while longer for guys to adjust at this level. But I tell you one thing about that young man, the progress he made lets you know he's got what it takes to one day be an all-star in this league.
That's good from Smith.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he could be.
Now here's Siakam. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
At the line, for the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton. One shot.
Free throw good. Halliburton.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
Buries it from three.
Not the most effective pick, but he salvages the play with a terrific move.
Halliburton against Thompson. Oh, two physical points for Halliburton.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Timeout called. Houston.
You know, he could see his squad was losing momentum, losing steam. Smart timeout to let them catch their breath and reset.
And a change for the Rockets. Van Vliet's checked in for Thompson. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Drops in the three. Van Vliet's got 5 points.
That was all he needed to find the hoop. I mean, expert play call that time by Van Vliet.
Siakam, pass to Nembhard. Drives to the hoop. Pass to ABC. Here's Hayward. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Now Şengün. There's the steal. Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Halliburton against Van Vliet. Brooks outside. 6 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. Again, Houston.
Good shot that time by Brooks.
For Indiana, they've gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. Nembhard outside. Here's ABC. Brooks defending. ABC, the pass to Hayward. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And the Pacers making a change here. Turner's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Now here's Nembhard. No made baskets yet. Knocks down the long J.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
Van Vliet against Halliburton. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Smith. The D's right on him. Now here's Adams. And here's Green from the arc. Wow, Green, a big-time three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Halliburton with the ball. Over Van Vliet. Another one falls for Indiana.
Now that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller with that kind of dribble move. Major handles.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
The free throw drops for Brooks.
And Brooks has no problem wearing the black hat. He takes pride in being the villain. He's an old-school player in that regard, very much so.
And Brooks drops them both.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Thanks, everybody.
And the Rockets making a change here as well. Green is checked in. There's a minute 54 left in the second period. Outside Matherin. Back to Nembhard. And stolen by Green. Pass to Green. Turner with the block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
And here's Nembhard. Green covering. And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Green. Green against Matherin. Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play. Number 1, the Pacers.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end. Denying shots left and right over the past month.
No good on the free throw. Bryant, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Matherin. And it's tied up with that one. For Indiana, they've gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far. Pass to Shepard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Now here's Green. Give him 8. Oh, Green with the gritty bucket inside.
Boy, what a slick move that time. Made the defense look absolutely clueless.
Pass to Shepard. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Bryant. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. 27 seconds left in the second period. Here's Whitmore. And again, it's Houston. Indiana trailing here.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And here's Nembhard. Over Green. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The Rockets, 47.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. What'd you think, Shaq, about Indiana?
Got to give some credit to the energy of their bench. The second unit guys are trying to make a name for themselves tonight. And you know, the fire under the starter.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's Van Vliet. So, on the floor for Houston. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Here's Van Vliet. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game. Here's ABC. No points yet. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted that ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, BA, is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred Van Vliet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. It's something you gotta work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. Thompson right side. That's tipped. Hayward with a steal. Pass to Nembhard. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Timeout call, Houston.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Turner comes in for Hayward, and Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Nimhart. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Whitmore comes in for Green. Now here's Brooks. He's got 10, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. Here's ABC. Still without a bucket.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shots.
And he makes the first. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Adams is checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. Rockets trail by 6. Up top, Whitmore. Will it go? There's the block. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Roddy, he's checked in for Houston. Smith inside. He's against Turner. Eason, the pass to Roddy. Shot clock at 5. Throws it up high. Oh, stolen by Turner. Pass to Siakam. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're really working the paint now.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Landale's checked in for Houston. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
What's up? Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Shooting for Houston, Eason. At the line for one.
One shot.
That's good from Eason. Indiana on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's McConnell. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Thompson against McConnell. Pass to Landale. Smith left side. Back to Eason. 5 on the clock. Unloads. And the Rockets tack on 2 more. Pacers leading by 6. McConnell passes to Turner. Knocked away. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Good.
It looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
He's checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Rockets. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Smith. Halliburton looking over the floor. McConnell finds Turner. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. Turner's got his second basket on the night. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Indiana.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
And the upcoming schedule for Indiana. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against the Bulls, this is one that they expect to win. But those games can be tricky. Remember, there are no free wins in this league.
1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
Shooting for Houston, Eason. At the line for one.
One shot.
Pass to Şengün. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Assisted.
Now just a 2-point Indiana lead.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
The Pacers have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Assist from.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home. I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Fires for three. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Whitmore. Whitmore's got his third assist of the night. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. Boom, he jams it straight down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine, even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Thompson. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D. Thompson's got 10, and it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
73.
The Pacers out in front. They're up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep playing. Take turnovers out of the game, all right? Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense.
Preaching efficiency, Rick Carlisle. He wants to see no mistakes out there.
Yeah, protect the basketball. Try not to force anything. Just take what the defense gives you.
5-second inbound violation.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Brooks finds Smith. Shoots over Hayward. Hayward with the block. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Hayward in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Van Vliet against Halliburton. And Houston, another 3.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Hayward against Smith. Here's ABC. 5 to shoot. And here's Nembhard. 3-pointer. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really putting in the work to become an outstanding passer.
Knocked loose. Now the Pacers on the move. Nembhard, the pass to ABC. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And here are the Rockets now. After the basket by Indiana. All by himself. Oh, Green looking swift on the break.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
And stolen by Green. Eason with the ball. He's picked up by Nembhard. Here's Green. Hayward with the block. And they get it back. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Another 3 from Houston. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Timeout called, Houston. And you know, Clark, Fred VanVleet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes, B.A., when you look at Fred VanVleet. Not very big, not super athletic, but a winner, tough-minded, and highly skilled. Doesn't make mistakes with the ball, gets other people's shots, and has proven to be a clutch and consistent quarterback at a really high level.
Checked in for Houston. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked to the team. He said to his players, quote, "A number of things haven't gone our way, but that's okay. We're still in this. Let's take care of the ball, string together some buckets, and let's let the chips fall where they may."
And Allie, thank you for that. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defenses are doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
That'll be a 5-second call.
They have only themselves to blame, coughing up the ball and losing their lead.
And guys, you look now, 8 points they've given up off turnovers this quarter. Critical mistakes.
Now off the inbound. Şengün finds Brooks. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A slight bump on that play. Brooks just kind of shrugs it off.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
They're just falling apart this quarter. Sloppy ball control has led to 10 points going the other way.
And that's exactly how you go from leading to trailing in a nanosecond.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Şengün. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They're being careless with the rock. Too many turnovers could cost him this game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
Here's Van Vliet, and it's Houston scoring again.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes, have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Brooks, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's what Brooks likes, power hoops.
That'll be a 5-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Off the inbound, rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Out of bounds. Houston will have it. Turner, he's checked in for Hayward. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. To the inside, Brooks. And there's the rejection. Pacers trail by 12. Oh, deflected. Turner for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
I really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Siakam, that's good.
Yeah, how about Siakam right there, coming right back and sinking the three.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton.
Rockets ball. Checking in for the Pacers.
A minute 31 left in the fourth. Şengün passes to Green. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here's Van Vliet. No one near him. And he gets the bucket. Van Vliet's got 22.
More points for Van Vliet, putting some spice on that pumpkin tonight.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
That's a costly error. So let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. Brooks outside. Oh, there's the alley.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Here's the three. Another three for Indiana.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Eason, pass to Brooks. Here's Şengün. Turner covers. 6 on the shot clock. Şengün passes to Eason, and he drives in. It's Eason with the jam.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Landale comes in for Eason. Whitmore's checked in for Brooks. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Thompson. Left side, Whitmore. Pass to Van Vliet. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Tipped away. Outside Whitmore. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Rocket substitution, Eason.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. It's good from beyond the arc.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. They lead by 4. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Player of the game, Jalen Green.
You know, I've really liked how aggressive he's been getting inside. He's finding lanes and avenues to the rim and making the defense pay when he does get inside. I thought he really helped lead the charge for his team.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.